the public finds out how deep this really is, I don't think we survive that.
Matthew, Lesli, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations on Zero Day. It was such a phenomenal show. I was at the edge of my seat. I was having chills.
Oh my God.
A lot of topical messaging that gets to you. So, Lesli, I do want to talk about, we can get into spoilers, and I wanted to talk about, I think, the most visceral scene that I think viewers are going to really talk about this weekend when they watch the show. The scene where George and his wife Sheila are leaving the compound, and I'm wondering what went into that, because it was so intense, super claustrophobic. I'm sure there was a lot of intricate sort of details that really came to be for that.
Oh God! Thank you for bringing that up. And I love that Elvis is right behind you.
Yeah.
Just FYI, he's there as an icon. This story to me is so pertinent. Obviously, it's a thriller, a conspiracy thriller. But that particular scene, was kind of chilling to block out and to shoot. We shot it over 3 days. We did shoot it on the estate that was the Mullen estate. And we shot all of the things within the car. And of course, the crowd is all there because it needed to be there for Joan and Bob to be able to respond to it. But blocking that out and seeing it come to life at night, it was chilling. Even though we were planning it and shooting it, it was very controlled and storyboarded within an inch of its life, so no one would get hurt and everyone knew the plan. It was chilling to watch, like having the camera in the car, being in there with them, and having the background players embrace the story and be beating on the car. It was terrifying.
Yeah, it was really scary. Like, I think, I was watching this with my sister and my dad, and it felt like something that would happen, sadly, in the news, and you'd see it because there's been so many horrible things happening. And that's why I feel like the messaging in this show is just so important. And it's a really important series for everybody to watch.
Oh, thank you so much. Hopefully it creates conversation. But you actually hit on the scene that was the most intense to shoot. It was like a little bit like what maybe it felt like to be inside the Capitol on January 6th. And it was terrifying.
For sure. And Matthew, you are such a phenomenal actor, and you're just somebody that I love watching on screen all the time. And, when you share that, you share the same caliber with, Robert De Niro, and you both are so magnetic on screen. How did you and him sort of navigate that push and pull with the relationship of your characters? Because there's a lot of intense moments, but they're so well done.
First of all, I'm absolutely humbled what you just said, that my name and Robert De Niro's would be joined together is ridiculous. And that I would be in the same caliber as Robert De Niro is absurd. He's I moved to New York City when I was a teenager because of Robert De Niro, because of Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, Christopher Walken. I mean, these are legends. And so to finally have the opportunity to work beside him, with him, my life is complete now. I can move on. I can transition now. He was everything that you hoped and more, and what I think that would be surprising for a lot of people is just how compassionate and loving he is. He's a great patriot to the United States of America. He's a great ambassador for New York City. He literally, in my opinion, created Tribeca. You couldn't get a taxi when I moved to New York City to Tribeca. When people started moving to Tribeca, I was like, why? How? There's no taxi. There's no subway. There's no bus in Tribeca. And he literally turned it into some of the most expensive real estate in Manhattan. And then after 9/11, created the Tribeca Film Festival with Jane Rosenthal, and to open up New York City again after that tragic day. And now it's turned into one of the premier film festivals in the world. So, so that's all separate from acting with him. But acting with him, I sort of felt like we were Errol Flynn and Basil Rathbone having a sword fight. It was just fun. It was, as complicated as what we were saying is, and serious as what we were saying, it was just great fun as an actor to be able to work with someone of his caliber.
I have to say, and that particular scene, it's what I love about our show is that you have two characters with very opposing views, but they're both right. We don't identify political party. We don't hopefully paint one character as the bad guy and one as the good. It's much more complicated. It's much more shades of gray and speaks to how we're dealing with truth in this very complicated world we're in.
Yeah, I love and appreciate how you said that. That is so well done. And I think it's something that I think a lot of viewers are going to really connect with when they watch it this weekend. I am getting the wrap. Before we log off, though, there's another Netflix series that we all love of yours, Matthew, and Stranger Things, which is wrapping up for season 5. And I have to ask, I know that Brenner was such a defining figure in Eleven's life, shaping her abilities and also her trauma. Do you believe she's truly escaped his shadow, or is he still a part of her journey?
Well, I don't think we ever escape the events of our life. And hopefully things that are traumatic, things that are difficult help to make you a better person. That if everything's easy, what is the lesson? And so I think that, if what she learned in the end was how much he loved her, how deeply he felt for her. And hopefully that will be the lasting memory that she has of Dr. Brenner, is that he was a person who cared deeply for her and the other children that were in his laboratory.
It's a weird sentence to say. I have children in a laboratory. No, I get it. Yeah. So funny. Thank you so much, though, for your time, you guys. I really love this show, and I cannot wait for everybody to watch it, take it, and soak it in. It's really important.
Thank you so much.
Great
Thank
to
you
talk
for your
to you.
time.
Thanks so much.